Alrighty, good morning. It is day 24 on the Mountains to Sea Trail. It's another summer day in North Carolina. Without checking, I'm pretty sure it feels about like yesterday. High's probably supposed to be around 90 today, so it'll be hot. I'm gonna try to hit somewhere around 22, 23 miles today. Yeah. So, I'm hiking light pack today. Be on a state park trail to start with. Then I'll be doing the Sauratown Trail. All segment 7 here, and so far this morning not too eventful. We're running a little bit later than we wanted to, getting up and getting started this morning. There's so much to do at night to get ready for the next day. It can be hard to get to bed as early as maybe we would like to. Not only that, but we had to sit out there and soak up the evening a little bit, because it was just absolutely gorgeous there at the Greystone campground right at dusk. We sat out there and talked for a while. But anyways, I don't remember the Sauratown Trail being particularly difficult the last time I did it. It was cold. It's really cold. I guess I'm getting both extremes here. But it was really cold the last time I did it, like barely above freezing the whole day. And this time it's summer and cooking, so that'll be the main challenge today, I think. Navigation was a little bit of an issue last time. I've got a little more firepower this time than I had last time. I was out there hiking that thing without GPS the last time I did it. I mean, I had GPS on my phone, but I didn't have any apps that could help me follow the trail like I do now. So, a little bit easier to diagnose when you get off and what you need to do to get back on when you have that GPS. It can tell you where you're at within about 20 feet or so. So anyways, we'll just keep rolling along here. Oh yeah, so it struck me that I forgot to actually explain what I'm doing today. I said the mileage, but I started from the parking lot on the Corridor Trail parking lot on Pinnacle Hotel Road. I'm going to follow, I think it's the mountain trail around Pilot Mountain. MST doesn't actually have you summit it. I've summited it before, or as close as you can get. They won't let you go all the way up on the pinnacle for environmental reasons, is what they claim. And then I'm going to follow the Sauratown Trail, and it basically, I think it takes you along the kind of the side of the Sauratown Mountain, and then I'm going to get over there to Hanging Rock, somewhere in the vicinity of the Tory's Den parking lot, somewhere over in there, and that'll be where I hopefully stop for the day. I may, depending on how I feel, I may get Jennifer to pull me out before that. But if I can do all that, That'll leave me with only about 8 miles to do tomorrow. So that'll be a nice, easy, maybe morning hike, avoid some of the heat, and then go do some of the touristy stuff with the family in the afternoon. That's the hope anyways, so we'll see. Alright, so just stopped and cleaned the sand out from between my toes. Turns out, this isn't the best example here. Maybe here. Mountains are kind of sandy too. Particularly Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain had the big sandy creek running through the park there. And Corridor Trail yesterday was pretty sandy, maybe more so than this. But I've heard that sand between your toes does really bad things if you hike on it all day. Haven't found that out 100% for sure yet, but I'm going to try not to. Still comfortable out here. I think I've made it maybe 2/3 of the way around Pilot. Maybe less, maybe more, I'm not really sure. Basically the trail, it climbs some to start with, but it's been mainly up and down after that initial climb. And it's just kind of looping around the mountain at a reasonably constant elevation. Alright friends, just passed under 52 north, or south, or both. Road walking begins now. I'm wondering if at the end of this day I'm not going to look back and wish that I had walked it with the bike and rode the road parts. In fact, I'm thinking right now that probably would have been the less difficult option. However, I'm on my feet and I've got to say navigation there in Pilot Mountain State Park was not as easy as Stone Mountain State Park. Get over here in the shade. At Stone Mountain, it seemed like there was a marker literally at every turn, and I've got a feeling that they're working on getting trail done around the visitor center there. That's my guess, because that area was a little bit sketched. The MST guide was off a little bit there too. As far as what it showed me as trail, I tried to follow that and probably wasted 5 or 10 minutes trying to follow what it showed, and ended up having to go with what the trail guide said, which none of that was marked at all with blaze or anything. So long story short, maybe the Pilot Mountain Park area. It looked like the Stone Mountain Park had just kind of taken up and marked the MST. Like it looked like it was park signage there, so maybe Pilot Mountain could up its game a little bit with the MST. But other than that, I am on the Sauratown Trail now. I think that sign means I need to go left here, maybe. Alright, let me check the guide. Alright, so check the trail guide and the signage. Definitely meant that for someone else, not me. So, I don't know. Okay. Road walking. So from the trail log here, I believe this is like segment 14 of the Sauratown Trail. Still want to say Sauratown, but trying to pronounce it as I understand it's supposed to be pronounced. So the long hauler, who I've been told is ahead of me, is still ahead of me. Can't remember if it said he came through the 27th or the 28th, but he is two or three days ahead of me. Sorry, trying to navigate through the trail here and not lose anything. I think I'm about to come out and have some more road walking to do, but maybe a little field walk actually here and then the road walk. But anyways, I'm a couple days behind the long hauler, and I hope if I pass him when I'm on the bike, I hope I see him, because I want to stop and speak to him at least. So there you go. This guy's traveled, I think I said before, but traveled all the way up from Florida as I understand it. So I think he put like 4,000 miles or something on the length of his hike. Like, yeah, I should have put something on there that I was an MST through hiker too. But anyways, yeah, keep rolling on the trail here. Alright, so the map says I just crossed the west prong of the Yadkin River, and I don't know, I'm somewhere in the department of, I don't know if the trail goes, I think the trail goes up and to the right here. That grassy area over there in segment 12 was little ticky. I probably had to pick off, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them just as I was walking through it, and dodge poison ivy all at the same time. Fortunately, a cloud was covering me up, so at least the sun wasn't an issue. I remember crossing this before when I hiked this Sauratown Trail a few years back, and I think I had to take my shoes off to get across then. There's a nice little place down there I was able to rock hop across, and between that and the trekking poles, keep my feet dry. So anyhow, still looking for a nice little lunch rock. I'm not seeing it here, so I think I'm going to keep on maybe over there, but I don't want to cross back over. So I think I'm going to keep on moving and try to find somewhere to stop and eat. Alright, so I was telling y'all I have hiked the Sauratown Trail before. One of the, probably the most memorable negative of that trip was in segment 13 of the trail. They have each segment numbered. I'm on 11 right now. Anyways, in segment 13, I was cruising along. I think there's only 16 segments, so I was pretty close to the end. I hiked it the opposite direction I'm hiking now. I was going east to west, or I don't know, maybe northish to southish. I'm not sure which way they demark it, but anyways. So I was cruising along segment 13, and all of a sudden, the forest I was walking through, I entered an area where they were timbering, and completely lost the trail. Couldn't follow it through the logging zone, and looking back, I probably could have gotten back on track a little bit easier than I did, but I did manage to navigate myself using some landmarks and a little bit of GPS there. It was like I found a stream and then followed the stream until it intersected the trail, and I was able to get back on track that way, which was good, because I was on I think it was like, January 21st or something. It was Martin Luther King Day, so it was cold and didn't have a whole lot of daylight. So anyways, segment 13, I think they actually closed that one down, or detoured it after that logging operation. I'm not sure if the land changed hands or the landowner just decided they didn't want the trail anymore or what, but that seems to be kind of the situation for this private land trail. I guess why it's really important, I don't know that it makes a whole lot of difference, but as best as you can, if you're hiking through private land, to respect the landowners and follow the guidelines, so they don't have a reason to stop allowing the trail to go through. Best I can remember, what we got coming up here, a little bit more trail, and then I'm going to be on like a dirt road, gravel road walk for right good ways. I don't have a whole lot of visibility here, but I think the Sauratown Mountain is over to my right somewhere. If I get any decent views, I'll try to video that or something. Sauratown Trail is blazed, well, marked signage like this. Go looking for it. About to turn down Macy's Lane here, which I remember being one of my favorite parts. There's the Sauratown Mountain up there in front of me too. Oh yeah, I remember this area being one of my favorite parts last time. The cows were actually out here. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of cattle activity here recently on Maisie's Lane because the electric fence has been taken down. I don't know what the deal is here, but seems like a lot of the livestock has been absent today. It's kind of sad because when I hiked this before, it was just lovely, and this time it's been okay. The trail's been in pretty good shape, better than I expected, but yeah, not as much to see and interact with as far as the animals go. Alright, so the pilot is fading off in the distance way over there, and as I round the curve here, the Sauratown mountain. I watched, and apparently there are people that pronounce it both ways, so I think it's Sauratown. I'm going to go back to saying it that way. Is up here in front of me. Best I can remember, this trail goes kind of over and maybe on what would be the left side of this Sauratown mountain here. And one of those towers might be the National Weather Service broadcast, because I was listening to that while I was eating lunch earlier, and it said that it was on top of Sauratown Mountain. And the computerized voice said Sauratown Mountain too, not Sour. So I don't know if that means anything. But again, private area here. I'm going to turn off the camera since I'm coming up on someone's house and keep moving. This area around Pilot Mountain and Sauratown Mountain and Hanging Rock, but there is some rhododendron around here. I think once I pass by Hanging Rock, I think that's going to be the last of the rhododendron for this journey. Alright, I've turned on to Thor Road here. Right back there at the turn, somebody's got a very nice little picnic area set up by the stream and a waterfall there, and they make it very clear with their signage that there is no trespassing, which is pretty country out here. I remember walking this last time I did the Sauratown Trail, and still warm out here. They're forecasting 90-ish for today, so I did finally check, and I've been feeling it. Definitely been feeling the heat, especially when I'm out in the sun like this. Trails back there in the shade haven't been too bad. Stopped and refilled my water, and now I'm just cruising along the way here. Road walking usually goes pretty fast. My average, according to the GPS, my average pace today has been running like 2.5 miles per hour or something. My moving pace, it says That's something like 2.7, 2.8 the last time I checked. So, I mean, I've been, for me, jetting along. I know there are those that move faster, and there are those that move slower. I crossed it earlier on Thor Road, but the second crossing of the South Double Creek. Well, I thought I was going to cross it. I never actually crossed the creek. Yeah. Anyways, they said that the ford changes a lot. Apparently, it may have changed so much that you don't cross it anymore. Heck if I know. Anyways, the sign says I'm supposed to go left. I don't know. So, at the point that I'm at, I think I've hiked like 18 miles today or something. I don't even know. Not only that, but all that little weaving and bobbing and stuff I did in there, I'm pretty sure there's a little dirt road that I could have followed. The one I was walking on there, that the trail joins along here. I don't see a trail except for that road. So I'm gonna keep following the road and see if I see a blaze. And if I see a blaze, we're gonna call it good. But yeah, this is kind of the deal with wayfinding. Sometimes you just come on things. Oh, it looks like trail. This looks like road. And one thing that seems to be missing is blaze. Now I see a sign. Yeah, there's the blaze going the other direction. Over here. So, in theory, I am going the right way. Is that a blaze? Is that a lichen? Or is it a lichen over a blaze? This is pretty. Pretty sure I remember dealing with South Double Creek before and almost getting my feet wet in it and stuff too, so it was winter, so that was a big deal. So I'm either walking through the woods aimlessly, or I'm following the Mountains to Sea Trail. Oh, there's a blaze. Hey, I'm on the trail. Nice. Okay. Anyways, it's pretty down here. The trail looks a lot nicer right now than it did just a moment ago. So, yeah, there's that. A lot of deer around here. This is definitely deer country. Pretty sure the trail is closed during hunting season. Could be because you pass through the kill zone of a couple of deer stands back there. Maybe more than that. Maybe I didn't see all of them. That's just peaceful right there. I'm sure there are times after high rainfall events that it is not peaceful right there. Or even right here. A lot of downed trees back there. So anyways, yeah, I've scared up several deer today. And yeah, I would not recommend hiking this during hunting season, especially wearing brown. Now, like I said, pretty sure the trail is closed during hunting season, so don't do that. Also, just another little aside, since I'm flapping my mouth a lot today, no dogs on this trail. Maybe I do cross the creek after all. No dogs. Yeah, I see the signage over there. I guess I go down over here. I'm going with the aimlessly roaming through the woods. That seems to be more what I look like right now. Okay. Yeah, there's a sign over there. So, yeah. I go down here and I cross the creek. Looks like a plan. Alright, I've got a fawn up here. Let's see how close I can get. Oh. There it went. Alright, so there it is, Moore's Wall coming into view. That's part of Hanging Rock there, the state park at least. So, getting close. The last little bit here on Highway 66, having to get off for car traffic pretty often. As I understand it, and if I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sure somebody will correct me, but the Vade Mecum area, I believe, is over to my left, somehow or another, either through purchase or donation or some combination of the two, the state park, Hanging Rock, state park system in general, but it's going to be assigned to the Hanging Rock unit because it's essentially right across the road, is going to be developed